Greetings, Skill Incarnate bringing you all the latest indie gaming goodness. Welcome back as we check out another indie game. This time we're looking at ServiceIT. This game is developed by Picture for You and is published by my friends at Playway SA, who are quickly becoming my go-to publisher for simulation games. ServiceIT takes place in the IT industry. It allows you to take on several different jobs including hardware and software maintenance, network management, software development, and a little bit of electronics. Now, while this isn't a true approximation of the IT industry, I can tell you it's pretty close. In fact, several of these jobs I've done in real life. So, I enjoyed the game and I enjoyed a bit of nostalgia. I'm going to show you a bit of the campaign. We're going to take on a few jobs as we check out ServiceIT. Welcome to GoTech, the quickest growing IT startup in Australia. Now you can see here we have a very small cramped office, but we are quickly expanding with several different areas, as well as certifications in electronics, network management, software development and system installation. So I've got a bit of a repertoire that I'm working on, and we also have the heart of our operation over here with our electronics workbench and our computer repair workbench. So we've got a bit of a selection of electronic parts as well, so I'm pretty happy with what we have on offer here. But the heart of the business is in offering our services. Now, due to the game having a few minor bugs with some contracts not being able to be finished, I had to cancel a couple, and that has affected my rating. So we're going to try and do a few contracts today, earn a bit of money. I'm going to try and pick a contract of each type, just so you can see the different types of jobs on offer here. So the first one we are going to go is a website restoration, and we're also going to do a couple of systems, although we're going to have to wait for these to arrive. So let's do an operating system installation. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do an operating system installation, a website restoration, and have we got any Active Directory jobs? No, these are all... Ah, here we go. Beautiful. So we've got a bit of a selection here. The other jobs will require the customer to send us some parts, so that may take us a little bit of time, so we're going to work on these for now. So first of all, let's have a look at our contracts on a handy dandy phone. Install the system on the laptop. Okay. Let's go with active. Okay, beautiful. So some of these we can actually do remotely. In the case of the website restoration, there we go. We can remote to the site. Beautiful. Next thing we need to do is FTP to the server. And then we can restore their website. Just check the config. Nice and easy. You can cut and paste, which is great. You don't need to manually type anything in, which is a big relief. Beautiful. So we've restored the config. Let's just go and make sure everything is all good. Oh, we can't check actually. Normally you can actually go to the browser, but they do not, for some crazy reason, they do not have a browser installed. But I'm pretty confident that will be sufficient. So we'll now go to our contract, and we will then complete. Boom. So after you complete a job, you go into your email and we get an evaluation, 5 stars. Very nice. So a happy customer. So let's check out our next job. Soundboard repair I've already done. That's just waiting to go back. Operating system install. We'll leave that because I'm going to have to go on site. I can actually do the file removal. So let's remote to their desktop. Again, I have done this in real life. This is something that is a very common thing. So we need to remove this file. Remove 2 things from my desktop. I remove error file and unavailable folders. So we're going to do this via the terminal, and we're going to go now. Again, this isn't like real life. I mean, obviously the commands aren't completely the same, but you know, the concept is very similar. Remove data, delete file, error. Oh, how careless of me. Desktop. Here we go. And we can see, let's move the terminal screen up. Okay, we'll check that later. Delete file, unavailable, and boom. So those 2 files are now gone. That's a nice gimme one here. Beautiful. Okay, so let's jump out now and go and have a chat to our happy customer. Oops. And contracts. Boom. Okay, another happy customer. We have one more contract to do, which is an operating system install. Now this obviously requires a little bit more prep. Thankfully our handy dandy phone will tell us what we need. Okay, we need a line system, which is Linux basically. So I'm going to need to purchase that. So what we do here is, actually I may have a Linux system installed already. Oh, I've got a couple. I've got some licenses already. Normally you go in here and purchase this, but I've been purchasing some system licenses just to keep a couple of spares. So we've got some spares here. Let's get ourselves a USB drive. Now, obviously it is very expensive to purchase these without some by getting them same day delivered, so it makes sense. I'm going to buy some other stuff as well. If I'm going to have to pay postage, let's actually buy, because for some reason these get you do actually get, oops, let's get out of that for now. I'll buy one of each. And I'm also going to buy some computer parts as well. Let's buy a spare pen drive. You never know. Okay, I can only buy one at a time. That's okay. All right, let's go to PC components. Actually, I'm going to go to the configurator, and we're going to buy a complete system because I'm going to assemble some computers later on. Let's just buy 2 of those. Beautiful. I'm also going to buy a actually no, that'll do for now. I think that's pretty good. We've got a pen drive. Yep, we've got our operating system licenses and some parts. We're going to go for same day delivery because I need that pen drive to do this job now. Okay, so let's go check. Use a new package. Beautiful. Now I've got a few different parts. I'm going to just pop these down here for now. Now fortunately it doesn't let you place, you can place one part on the table, but if I've got spares I can't really do anything with them. It won't let me for some reason place these down on the table. And I've got plenty of room here, but all I'm going to do is I'm just going to, ladies and gentlemen, don't try this at home. Don't place CPUs on the ground. See if I can I'll just pop them here for now. Oop. Well, I tried. Motherboard's going to have a go here for now. Do not do this at home. Never place a motherboard on the ground. I bought this bench just to put various parts on here. Let's get the flash drive in here, and we're going to install, what do I need? The line system. Okay, line system. Now, here's where you need to know a little bit about how operating systems work. Obviously, the boot selection, what lines, the file system, you usually use exFAT, so I'm going to use exFAT 4. Windows uses FAT32 or NTFS. For those laymen, basically the file system is how the operating or how the drive is structured. That's probably the easiest way I can explain it. Okay, so we've now got a USB key configured, and I'm going to take that with me, and we're going to go on site with our USB key. I know, old school, you're not using Norton's Ghost to remote install operating systems. We're very old school here. Okay, so head over to the client site. Well, I must say this is the most upmarket offers I've seen so far. So, flash drive in the laptop, run the installer. Do we have anything we need to install? We do. Okay. So this is very important. You want to get this right, because if you get this wrong, you can actually waste your license, and then you have to shell out another $100 for another license, and that eats into your cost. So, right. So Linux, French language, Français, French language, French keyboard type. Right, next thing we need is our code, which is right here. Now again, you want to make sure you get this right, because if you mess it up, you will have to pay for another license. So OVX 1SH JDY U5C 2FY F9 and V9C. Now the good thing too is once you actually use the code, it automatically removes it out of your phone. You can see here I've got a few spares just in case I happen to forget or I mess something up. I've got another one ready to go. Okay, French, we got the home version. Disk name can stay the same. Okay, one partition called C and 58 gig. That's oddly specific, but that's okay. 58 gig. Okay, that's fine. Now, if only it was this easy in real life. You just press a button and boom, your operating system's installed. Granted, it's a lot easier since the old Windows 98 days, but I remember having to get my dad to install it for me when I was a kid. So install the applications. We need chat online and you present. Beautiful. Okay, so we've now installed her operating system. We've installed the different programs she needs. I believe she is working from home, so she's now all set to go. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remember to take my pen drive with me, because I always forget, and then I have to shell out another $30 for a new drive. So let's go back to the office. Boom. Another job well done. So we've now done all the different basic types of job. We've done a little bit of operating system maintenance, a little bit of development, database management, file restoration. What we're going to get into now is my favorite part of the game, and that's the electronics side of things. But I'm going to show you a really good way to make money, and that's to assemble yourself a motherboard. So you grab some RAM and CPU that I've just been carelessly lying around. I've purchased a system here. Now, as your reputation grows and you complete more courses, you can actually assemble yourself an entire computer. For now, I can only assemble a motherboard. Now, here's one of my pet hates. Do not ever insert a CPU without thermal paste. You will blow it up, but we're going to assume that I did that. Also, never insert a stick of RAM without opening both catches. It's just a really good way to damage the motherboard or break the RAM. So this is now complete. You can see here that we can now... Oh, $300. That is odd. Let's make some more money from that. Let's try that again. There, see? So that's another bug in the game. Sometimes when you insert the different parts in the motherboard, developer be aware. What you'll need to do is you'll need to remove everything, pick the motherboard up, place it down again. You can see now I'll get the full 900 beans. Boom. Like I said, there are a number of bugs in this game, and I'll revisit that when we finish the video. But just be aware that the game does have quite a few bugs. But this is something that with Playway, a lot of the time when the games come out, they do need a little bit of TLC, which is why I usually wait a little while before playing these games, just to iron out all of the issues. But I mean, that's why you've got guys like me playing this, because we can provide this feedback. So let's just see if that... There we go, $900. That seems to be working. Boom. Now, this is a really easy way to make money, and I'm going to tell you another issue, I think, is that you can just buy a ton of these. I bought... You can see I've got 16 grand. I just bought 10 motherboards, 10 processors, 10 sticks of RAM, and I just built up a ton of these and sold them, and I made about 2 or 3 grand in about 5 minutes. So I think that's something you probably should look at. It seems like a really easy way to game the system. Now, another thing we can do is the electronics. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is my absolute favorite part of the game. I absolutely love this. The electronic system is easily the best part of the game. Now, what you'll get is these various boards. I'm going to go and see if I can buy an interesting one. You go on the marketplace each day, and much like other restoration games, like where you're trying to flip cars or flip firearms or various other things, you go onto the shop and you go to the marketplace and you can find these various boards here and you can buy them. You can see here you can make almost double the price if you get this right. So let's go buy these. I don't need them right now, I've already got a ton of them, but let's we'll pay the 1 to 2 business days. Beautiful. They'll be here soon, but here's some I have prepared earlier. So what we do is we get the part, we put it over here, and here we've got our soldering workstation. So first thing we're going to do is clean the board. Always make sure that you use a alcohol wipe when you're doing this, and make sure that you use the right wipe, because it's a very easy way to tank your board if you don't use the right cleaning solution. So here we've got the different types of resistors, and each of the resistors here can be faulty. So we've got a bit of a guide here. We need 20. We get our multimeter and we're going to check each individual. And we can see here, this one's knackered. Is this knackered? That's good. And you can see the game is very forgiving. It will actually, if you have a look, it will tell you what the correct range of values is to get. So in this case, if it's between 11.4 and 12, you're good. So this one's busted. When you find one that's busted, you pull out your old soldering iron, make sure that's turned on, and make sure that the temperature is within the right range. You can see here 280 to 320. We've got 300. We're golden. And we're just going to rip this out. I used to be a deft hand with the soldering iron when I was a kid. Okay, so this one's out. We've got another faulty one over here somewhere. I can't remember which one it was. This one here. Boom, we rip this one out next. This one comes out. And you are better to do each. I usually go and I check all of each resistor type in sequence. 12. That one's busted. That one's busted. That one's good. That one's busted. Okay. So these two. And solder. And solder. Solder. And solder. So these two come out. I think one of these is busted too. I can't remember which though, so that one's busted. That one's good. Okay, so let's rip this one out next. This is by far the best part of the game. The electronic system is just chef's kiss. Whoops, try that again. You have to get it within the range of green and then you can take it out. Fantastic. So we've got 4 resistors and we need the, these are 400s, 402s actually. Now thankfully I have over here a nice big bin of ones I have prepared earlier. You can see I've got several of them. I'm going to grab 4 of those. Beautiful. Then what we're going to do is we're going to place these down. This one here, this one here, this one here, here, and this one. Oh, no, I need one more. Okay, that's okay. Let's solder what we've got because we don't want to forget. Solder. Solder. And of course, we are going to test these after we're done. Whoops, that's good, that one. Savage. Okay, we need one more. Now, one thing that I am going to have a minor gripe with, even though this is the most fun part of the game, the profit margin for fixing these boards is just minuscule. You actually make far more money off flipping motherboards or completing contracts, and I think that doing these jobs, because of the amount of precision required, you should get far more money for it. I should be getting maybe $300 or $400 for fixing one of these boards because it's time consuming. So let's I can't remember which is which. We're just going to check them all. Now, as you can see, the range is 11.4 to 12.6, so 12 is good. 12 is exactly what we want. Beautiful, 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 and beautiful. Okay, fantastic. So this one is crossed off a list. Next one is 102. So let's just fix our multimeter to read 102. 102. So the correct range for this is between 0.95 and 1.05. So a flat 1 is fine. That's good. We want a 1. 1. 1. Okay, that one's knackered. Okay, cool. So I've only got the one to take out. Let's rip that bad boy out now. Okay, beautiful. You do want to try and be a bit methodical with this because it's very easy to forget which components are faulty, and retesting all the components on the board is quite time consuming. So I'd like to try and do this with a bit of a process. Okay, that's gold. Okay. I probably should just test that real quick. Beautiful. Okay, sweet. Next one is A21, which is also the same reading. A21. That one's busted. That one's good. A21. Let's see how the other one. That one's busted. Okay, so it's this one and this one. Okay, so we'll get the soldering iron out and unsolder these. Now it's very time consuming, but it's so much fun. And I find myself doing this more than any other job in the game. And I wish that you made more money off it, because you make absolutely nothing off it. Even though it's probably the most time consuming, and it's probably the easiest, because anyone with a basic you don't even need to have an understanding of electronics. It's more just about reading the instructions here. So let's solder this bad boy on, and the game is very forgiving. Also, these components cost next to nothing, so if in doubt, you can just rip one of them out. They're like 50 cents. You can buy a huge box of resistors for a couple of bucks, so they're worth nothing. That one's good. That one's good. Okay, and what was the other one? There's 3 of them. This one. Yep, beautiful. Okay, so last one is 512. Let's check this bad boy out. That one is knackered. That one's good. That's it. Okay. So this one has to come out. Let's rip this out now. And I'm going to go and get one more. 512. You can see we've done a fair amount of work to get this working, and you'll see how much money I make, which is it's next to nothing. Okay, beautiful. So this board, actually, that was careless of me. Let's always, golden rule of testing, always double check. 512, 512, and that was it, I think. Yep, no, that's it. Beautiful. This board is now fully repaired. So what I can do is I can sell it. Pop it over here, and we can sell this. You can see it cost me about 150. So I make a couple of $100 on fixing this. Oh, there you go. Yeah, $200. So it sounds like a lot, but you can see that out of all the tasks I've done, that is one of the most time consuming. I can just flip motherboards and make far more money off that. But because it's so much fun, let's do one more. Because I can. We'll pick the other one. Okay, now this one's obviously a little bit more involved, so let's clean him up. I mean, I could play a whole game just about doing electronics. To be fair, this is probably my favourite part of the game by far. So this one is the most advanced of the boards. So that's gold. That's knackered. Gold. Oh, good. Okay, so this one. It is good to take these out as you go. Otherwise, you'll forget which ones are faulty and which ones are good. So as I go, I'm just ripping out the faulty ones. I hope I got the right one. Oh, no, I think they're both stuffed. Okay, these are all gone. Okay, we have to get them all out. And sometimes you'll find a whole section the board's burnt out. In this case, we're not going to make that much money off this because we pretty much had to replace most of the parts on the board. It is what it is. Let's just check this one. I've got the right setting. I feel like an idiot if I got it wrong. No, it's okay. Just double checking. Okay, 12. That one's, yeah, that was knackered. Okay, another one to come out. That's good. That one's knackered. That one's knackered. And that one's knackered. Oh, man. Okay, well, this board is absolutely jiggered, man. Most of the parts on it are completely cactus and have to come out. Okay. I believe... Yep, that's good. This one is okay. Yep. Down here. 12. And that one's knackered too. Oh man, there's so many of them. It's a bit of a coin toss. Some of the boards will have like 1 or 2 resistors that are broken, and some you'll have to replace virtually everything on the board. Okay, so that's good. Let's do the 821s and the 102s. Okay, 821. Oh, let's do 102s next. Oh, knackered. Okay. That one's good. That one's knackered. Okay, what else have I got to do? One, two, that one's okay. That one's okay, that one's okay. Okay. Next one is 821. That one's okay. That one's stuffed. Okay. And that one's okay. And that one's okay. And beautiful, we're golden. Okay, so last one is... Oh, I need to check 01C and 512. 01C. That one is gone. Okay. That one's good. That one's good. That one's knackered. Whoops. Okay, 01C. Oh, I don't know what they've done with this board. They tried to flush it down the toilet or something, but... threw it in the bathtub. Whatever happened, this board has lost most of the parts. That one's okay. Oh, man. Okay, I think that is set. Okay, so what we need is I can't remember how much we need of each, but we need some 102s, we need some 01Cs, 402s. Okay, I'm just going to grab a bit of everything. We run out. If I have too much, I can always put them back, so it's not a big deal. 01Cs, we need 402s. Whoops. We'll take 4 of those. Or 5, that'll do. It's fine. 402s. I'm just going to grab a bit of everything. And if I run out, I'll just come and get more as I need them. I think I need some of those too. Okay, let's see how far we get before we run out of parts. So, 102, 402, 402, 402. Okay, let's just do them in packs of 4. Because if you forget to solder the part in, obviously it's still not going to function. We do need to test these after we've soldered them in. Okay, beautiful. So these here, let's 102 needs 2K. There we go. Beautiful. And we'll test these next. Okay, very nice, very nice. So 402s, these two as well. Okay, 20. Oops, I can't remember which one it was, and let's just test both. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Okay, 01C. Okay, 102. Beautiful. Looking good, looking good. Yep. And yep. Okay, so we need 821 there. But we need some more 402s. Let's go get some more 402s. Okay, let's do these next. I'll try and batch them up and do the same type of resistor, and that way I can just test them all at once, and also to make sure that I don't forget to solder any of these, because once you place them down, it's very easy to forget that you haven't soldered them. So 12, 12, 12, 12. Excellent, we're getting there. So 821 and a 512. Okay. 821 and 51. Oh, okay. That's okay. Let's solder the 821 in. We're nearly there. 821. It's 2. Fantastic. Okay, so we need a 512 and an 01C. Let's just grab the... Oops. Oops. Let's grab one of those. Oh, what did I miss? 512. 821, 402. Ah, I grabbed the wrong one. What an idiot. There we go. Okay. Fantastic. So we just solder these bad boys down. Test them out. What do we need for a O1C? O1C needs 20. Beautiful. 10 and 512 needs 20, which we've already got. Fantastic. We now have one fully repaired board. So let's see if we can sell this. And we can see we've actually missed something. It's 92% condition. I don't know if that's a bug or not, but we are going to now, my software testing brain's kicking in. I don't want to admit defeat. So let's just check every single component. 20. That's good. That's good. It's good. 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 Man, looks okay to me so far. Yep. Next one is A21. A21. That's fine. Fine. Yep. Okay. 102s. Good. 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 Now this could be a bug. It could just be, sometimes the board won't be 100%, and I've gone and tested it 3 times. Did I check that? Well, that's one by itself. Maybe that's what the problem is. I test that one in the corner. I think I did. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Where was I? A21, so we're doing the 102s. Oops. 102 and... Now I can't remember, so it's very easy to forget where you're at, so just test these out really quickly. 1, 2, 3. Looks good to me. O1C. That's fine. 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 I mean, looks okay to me. Okay, 512s. If these are okay, then it's a bug. Yep. Yep. It's a bug. So this board's actually 100%. Unfortunately, it is actually saying that it's only 92%. It's going to affect my profit, but, it is what it is. Your profit is pretty dismal from these, and it's a shame because this is the most fun part of the game. I actually love the electronic side. Now, I am going to leave it here, but I just wanted to quickly go over some of the bugs I've found since playing the game. Now, these bugs don't make the game unplayable. What it does mean is occasionally you will have a mission you can't complete, and then you have to cancel the mission and take a hit to your money and your rating. It is a bit frustrating because I've been getting 5-star missions, and all it takes is one failure to drop your reputation down, and the cost of failing a mission is quite steep. So the issues I've found so far is that the game has some performance issues. You can see it's kind of chugging sometimes when I'm, especially when I'm picking up and putting down components. The game slows down a fair bit. Occasionally you'll get false errors with your electronics parts or boards that will say they're not 100% when they are. And occasionally when I will assemble a computer, it won't let me add parts. And then what I have to do is either pull the computer apart again and then rebuild it, or I have to sell the computer at a loss. So most of these issues are pretty small, and the game is in early access. It doesn't stop you from being able to play the game, but I'm hoping these issues can get resolved by the developer, because they've got a pretty good approximation of an IT service game. I mean, there is a lot of really cool things in the game. There is a lot of fantastic mission types that you can do. These are actually all training you actually have to do, and there's a huge range of jobs on offer. As you can see, there are tons here, and as your rating does go up and your prestige goes up, you can get bigger jobs, bigger contracts, and eventually start working for some big corporations as well. So I've really been enjoying this game despite the bugs, and my recommendation is, if you're a big fan of simulation games and you love IT simulations, give this a try, but just be aware there are some bugs here. But they won't stop you from playing the game. They just cause a little bit of frustration from time to time. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. As always, leave me a like, leave me a subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments. Would you like to see some more simulation games? What else would you like to see on the channel? And hopefully you'll join me next time when we check out another indie game. Until then, Skill Incarnate, out.